Is a world like Pandora feasible? This intriguing question stayed with me after watching Avatar: The Way of Water. Most of you have probably seen Avatar or its sequel, or at least heard about them. But for those unfamiliar, here's a brief overview. Both Avatar films are set on Pandora, an Earth-like moon in the Alpha Centauri A system. After Earth's resources are depleted, humans turn to Pandora, home to advanced ecosystems and the humanoid Na'vi. The story involves interstellar travel, genetic engineering, and memory implants, but today we'll focus on the science of Pandora itself. Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. How much of Pandora is based on real science? What did James Cameron and his team get right, and what did they miss? Could a world like Pandora actually exist? Let's start with the Alpha Centauri A system, where Avatar is set. Alpha Centauri is a 3-star system, including Alpha Centauri A and B, and Proxima Centauri. As our nearest star system, it's an ideal setting. Though Alpha Centauri is 4.37 light-years away, requiring over 70,000 years to reach at Voyager 1's speed, the Avatar universe assumes humanity has achieved interstellar travel. Alpha Centauri A is similar to our Sun, with a habitable zone where liquid water could exist. This aligns with Avatar's science. Pandora, unlike Earth, is a moon orbiting the gas giant Polyphemus. This is plausible, as moons are more common than planets in the Milky Way. Some moons in our solar system, like Europa, Ganymede, and Enceladus, could potentially support life, albeit under their icy surfaces. Pandora, however, has surface oceans, as shown in Avatar: The Way of Water. Surface life on Pandora would face challenges due to gas giants' intense radiation belts. Yet factors like a protective atmosphere or Pandora's magnetic field could help, suggested by its auroras and floating mountains. In real life, we haven't confirmed a gas giant around Alpha Centauri stars, but there's speculation about a planet orbiting Alpha Centauri A, dubbed Candidate 1. Discovered in 2021, it might orbit in the habitable zone. But its existence is still debated. Proxima Centauri, on the other hand, has a confirmed Earth-sized planet in its habitable zone, though its habitability is uncertain. As our exoplanet detection improves, we might find more habitable planets. But whether Alpha Centauri A hosts a planet like Polyphemus isn't crucial. Such a gas giant could exist elsewhere in the universe. In the Avatar movies, Pandora's day-night cycle features a unique eclipse, creating a twilight effect. This makes sense given Alpha Centauri B's brightness. Night on Pandora, with its bioluminescent life forms, creates a shimmering twilight world. Pandora's night duration is speculative, but some suggest eclipses last 100 minutes and nights 35 hours, assuming Pandora is tidally locked to Polyphemus. This would mean Pandora completes its orbit in 70 hours. Tidal locking explains why one side always faces Polyphemus, while the other doesn't see the planet or experience eclipses. Now let's discuss Pandora's atmosphere, a mix of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, xenon, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen sulfide. Humans can't breathe it, but life on Pandora evolved differently. The Na'vi have organs called viCulture to convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and methane. Pandora's higher oxygen levels and lower gravity allow for larger, stronger fauna. Pandora's atmosphere, denser than Earth's, would feel like walking against the wind for humans, but the Na'vi are adapted with thin, muscular frames and tensile toes. Pandora's atmosphere also affects its auroras, which appear bluish and violet due to different atmospheric composition, pressure, and magnetic field strength. Earth's auroras are mostly green, but other colors do occur. So far, Pandora is surprisingly plausible. But what about the floating Hallelujah Mountains? Physicists say magnetic repulsion could create floating masses, but this requires low gravity. Alternatively, Pandora's unobtainium, a powerful superconductor, might create a magnetic bubble effect, similar to maglev trains. While floating mountains are unlikely, unobtainium leaves the possibility open. The Hallelujah Mountains are inspired by China's Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. For a real-life glimpse of Pandora, consider visiting Zhangjiajie. In conclusion, Pandora holds up well to scientific scrutiny. James Cameron intended Avatar as a space fantasy, but with substantial research and thought. The film's ecological message is also significant. Future discoveries might even validate some of Avatar's predictions, like floating mountains. In Avatar, traveling to Pandora is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Our space industry is smaller, making the film's 2154 timeline optimistic. Fortunately, companies like Masterworks are innovating in global market. James Cameron's Avatar films have transported audiences to the stunning and immersive world of Pandora. A moon teeming with exotic wildlife, lush forests, and the indigenous Na'vi people. The franchise has been praised for its groundbreaking visual effects and ecological themes, yet there are some underlying issues with Pandora that the films seem reluctant to address. Environmental exploitation. One of the central themes of Avatar is the exploitation of Pandora's natural resources by humans, mirroring real-world environmental concerns. While the films highlight the destructiveness of human greed, they often present an overly simplistic solution. The idea that living in harmony with nature can fully counteract industrialization's impacts. The complexity of sustainable development, the challenges of balancing technological advancement with ecological preservation, and the harsh realities of environmental degradation are glossed over in favor of a more romanticized vision. Cultural appropriation and simplification. The Na'vi culture is depicted with elements borrowed from various indigenous cultures on Earth, yet the films tend to romanticize and oversimplify these aspects. The portrayal of the Na'vi as noble savages living in perfect harmony with nature can inadvertently reinforce stereotypes. The films avoid a deeper exploration of the internal complexities and conflicts that real indigenous communities face, including the struggles to maintain their cultural identity in the face of external pressures. Technological dependence versus natural harmony. Pandora's allure partly lies in its pristine, untouched environment. However, the depiction of the Na'vi as entirely free from technological advancement raises questions about the practicality and desirability of such a lifestyle. The films do not delve into the possible benefits of technology when integrated responsibly with nature. There is a missed opportunity to explore how technological innovations could aid in preserving the environment and improving quality of life without sacrificing cultural integrity. Ethical dilemmas of human-Na'vi relations. The Avatar films focus on the conflict between humans and the Na'vi, but avoid the more nuanced ethical dilemmas. For instance, the concept of transferring human consciousness into Na'vi bodies raises significant moral questions about identity, consent, and the consequences of such a profound transformation. These issues are touched upon but not deeply examined, leaving a gap in the narrative's ethical exploration. Economic realities of Pandora. While the films emphasize the spiritual and ecological value of Pandora, they tend to overlook the economic realities that drive human exploitation. The simplistic depiction of humans as villains motivated solely by greed does not account for the broader socio-economic factors that lead to resource exploitation. A more nuanced portrayal could address the complexities of global capitalism, poverty, and the demand for resources, providing a richer context for the conflict. In summary, while the Avatar films have captivated audiences with their visual splendor and environmental messages, they shy away from some of the more complex and uncomfortable issues related to Pandora. By romanticizing certain aspects and simplifying others, the films miss an opportunity to engage more deeply with the intricate realities of environmental and cultural preservation, technological integration, and ethical considerations.